Ooh! Y'all see this the spaghetti up in there? I'm like shook right now at how good that is. Like, why? I'm just confused why I've never been offered a spaghetti and a burger before. This is the ABR Roadshow. I'm Danyel DeTomo, and today we are in Blaine, Minnesota at a restaurant called Lucy's Burgers. Now, I heard they like to get really creative with their burgers here. They do different feature burgers, and stuffed burgers is what they are known for, and I know we are trying one of those today. I'm ready to learn more all about this. Let's get started in the kitchen. In the kitchen now with Gage, who is the kitchen manager here, and I know we are about to make a really fun burger. Which one are you making?
Today we're gonna make the Spaghetti Lucy. It's a stuffed burger.
Okay, let's get started. I'm ready to see how this thing is made.
Awesome. So normally we'll have these prepped up. With the spaghetti, we'll top it, we'll put it on the flat top, put a little bit of butter normally. Nice.
So how do you get the spaghetti in the, like, how does that process happen? Like, how many are you making?
Normally when we prep them, we'll make probably 15 to 20 at a time, and then make up a bulk batch of spaghetti, like noodles, and then mix up a little fresh basil and provolone cheese. And once the spaghetti is all cooked, we'll add that into the meat, and then press out our meat at the end, and just make sure that it's nice and formed. Like, you'll notice if it had a crack or anything, it would kind of open up, so you just want to make sure everything gets nice and pressed out, smoothed out along the edge, and then you're good to start steaming it. But normally it takes about 15 to 20 minutes on the grill, and then we'll top her off and get it going.
It honestly looks like a giant meatball.
Oh yeah, that was kind of what we were going for with
Yeah.
the meat mixture. Is like a meatball. So yeah, that's awesome.
Ooh! Let me see. I'm gonna hold that up. Y'all see this the spaghetti up in there? Oh my gosh! I gotta be extra careful. I'm going for it.
Oh yeah.
Ooh!
Mm-hmm.
I'm like shook right now at how good that is. Like, why? I'm just confused why I've never been offered a spaghetti and a burger before.
Yeah.
That's a creation right there.
Oh yeah. Very good for mixing it up.
That might be like my new favorite type of burger right there. He put me on to that Spaghetti Lucy, y'all. Oh my gosh. Gage, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
That's delicious. And we are gonna go now chat with the owners. We're gonna start with talking about more food because we have some good stuff on the table here. Let's start with these lovely cheese curds. Tell me about these, because I love some cheese curds.
Well, they're 100% Ellsworth cheese curd, dipped in our beer batter and then lightly deep fried, and then you're dipping them in a house-made marinara.
That's the first time I've dipped them in marinara. That's really good.
Yeah, yeah, marinara really brings it out. So we've kind of, these are a staple at the Minnesota State Fair, and we've tried to compete with the cheese curds at the fair, and I think the reviews that we've had have been pretty
They
positive.
are really good. I want more than one, just because these are, and they're really addicting too, so beware. These things are addicting. But I really do like them in marinara. That's a great idea. Okay, tell me about this one.
This is our patty melt. It's a half-pound burger, grilled, and then it's topped with 2 cheeses, American and Swiss, grilled onions, and then put on a piece of marble rye. This is actually, I think, our most popular burger that's not stuffed.
Okay, because that's really, really tasty. I'm like, Now I'm like, God, I had the stuffed burger. I'm like, do I prefer a stuffed burger now? Because I actually like this too, like the toast on this.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's kind of a new experience too for a burger for me. So I actually am a fan of that too. Like it being on this instead of a bun.
It's really good.
It's the way to go. I like the uniqueness that you do of your burger. Since we're talking about burgers, we might as well lead into that. Like I've already tried 2 kind of different types of burgers today. This one, the spaghetti one. Tell me about that. You know, this place is called Lucy's Burgers. How did you decide how you wanted to do that?
Well, when we came up with the concept of a burger joint, we decided that we really wanted to do stuffed burgers and kind of unique stuffed burgers. So the traditional stuffed burger, which we have on our menu, is stuffed with American cheese. So we have one of those. It's called the American, but we wanted to kind of branch out from that to make ourselves a little more unique. So we came up with the Spaghetti Lucy, which you've tried. We've had a number of different stuffed burgers.
And when it comes to your stuffed burger, so is it monthly you're doing a different feature? How does that work? If people are curious to see like when they can try new things.
Well, it started out it was weekly. Now it's more monthly. We kind of change them when we feel like. So we were running the last feature, and customers requested something different, so we bring that back, and then we'll bring them on based on maybe a holiday. So Cinco de Mayo's coming up, so we'll do a burger a feature stuffed burger that coincides with like Cinco de Mayo.
And then the Lucy's Burger. So Minnesota people understand it, but for me, I'm from North Carolina, so I was like, okay, tell me about the name. So can we just share that with people?
Sure. Well, the name Lucy's Burgers comes from the style of burger, the stuffed burger, which in Minnesota is called a Juicy Lucy. Like I said, the traditional Juicy Lucy is basically a burger stuffed with American cheese. And like I said, we decided that we wanted to take that a step further, but we were playing off the Juicy Lucy by naming the restaurant Lucy's Burgers.
Juicy Lucy, that's just a fun name. You could have named it could be Juicy Lucy up in here.
Yeah.
Was that ever a thought, Juicy Lucy?
It was more like stuff yourself or get stuffed, really.
I like Lucy's Burgers though. Because I was like, there's got to be a reason behind the name.
Yeah.
Now
Well, it's funny because when people ask me who Lucy is, I always tell them that she's my great nobody. And we were originally going to have this huge, backstory with, Lucy came from the old country with a suitcase full of recipes. It was just easier to say she's nobody.
You could have just told me whatever you wanted, and I would have been like, that's awesome.
Sure.
Just going to like, hey, I just asked a question and they give me whatever answer they want. Now, we also have a beer on the table, of course, and super fun because y'all put the America's Best Restaurants logo on it. Tell me about that.
Well, we purchased a machine that prints on beer called a Ripples printer, and so if you order one of our beers on nitro, it makes a beautiful head on the beer that allows us to print basically whatever we want. We can print your logo. I could take a picture of you, and we could print your face on there.
Oh yeah, that'll be a hit.
And then there's a number of different canned options, based on the holiday or the season or whatever. Super fun. Most people who order that beer, if they haven't been here before, have no idea that it's going to come with something fun printed on it.
Yeah, something they don't know it's about to have like a logo. Well, I've noticed too today, like you have, a board that says like different things you're doing nightly, so you're hosting a lot of different events. But also, I just had to bring this up because when I saw these pictures, I started laughing. You do like a challenge with your burgers. I mean, it's on the wall, like y'all can see it.
Sure.
What is this and why? I need to know.
Well, we do a burger challenge. It starts out with 3 patties. You can do 3 or 4 and get your name on a wooden chit that we put on the wall to live here forever. And if you do more than 4, you can try to beat the champion who's done the most this year. And if you beat that champion, then you get your picture, and you're now the one to beat.
How? So what's the one to beat?
Well, currently I think it's 7 for this year because we basically retire it every year, and whoever did the most throughout the year, their picture lives here forever.
Okay.
The ultimate champion is 20, who did it in like 11 minutes.
All right.
So
well,
10 pounds of hamburger.
A lot.
in 11
you
minutes.
good or?
No, it was crazy.
That would have been so. This person has got to be like a professional eater. Or you're heading somewhere.
They were, and it was actually a female, and
Hey, girl. Okay.
and she weighed about 90 pounds.
Of
Yeah.
course she did.
I think the hamburger weighed more than her at the end of the day.
Probably.
And so I looked her up because it clearly wasn't her first rodeo. And the day before she was here and ate our 10-pound burger, she was at another restaurant and ate a 7-pound shepherd pie. So
Listen, she found out what she was good at, and she's doing the thing.
Right.
So if you see this, if you're watching this girl, do you, boo. Way to go. Well, thank you both so much for everything. We really enjoyed it. This is Lucy's Burgers right here in Blaine, Minnesota. And y'all know I had to leave with some swag today. Got the jacket and the hat right here. I enjoyed all the food I got to try. Found a new favorite in that spaghetti. Lucy spaghetti stuffed in a burger. Oh yeah, I'm all about that. They really are one of America's best restaurants. And for the ABR Roadshow, I'm Danyel DeTomo. I'll see y'all next time.